In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Gregory, 16335, 16106.
Your Honor, this should be a first appearance on petitions to revoke probation. Looks like Judge Webb signed the sentencing order at least in 16106.
I think they're both fourth division.
It looks like they're both Division 4, Your Honor. Ms. Gregory had her 8.1 on October 9th.
Judge, I don't have any paperwork as far as the kind of application for the Public Defender's Office. We'll be happy to stand in for this proceeding. And
well, I'll just have it appear before Judge Webb on November 3rd, 8:30. Your case is before another judge, ma'am. I'll have you here on November 3rd at 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Ma'am,
Yes.
if you plan on using the Public Defender's Office as representation, please fill out an application, okay?
I did fill out an application and turned it in, sir.
You did? Okay. When did you do that? Is it?
Last week.
Okay. We'll look for it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ledbetter, do you represent Mr. Hammond?
Yes, sir, I do.
16-30, maybe? William Hammond.
The court may recall that Mr. Hammond was in federal custody for quite some time. Also had a pending case in Texas State Court. Those cases have been adjudicated. We were able to secure Mr. Hammond's attendance here under the Interstate Agreement on Detainers.
Your Honor, Mr. Hammond arrived here on Wednesday. I had a chance to visit with him yesterday. It's my motion today that the court set this on your next regular docket date. Mr. Bradford and I need to iron out some details of this plea. We have an agreement in place, but we'd like to make sure that Mr. Hammond serves his sentence in either federal custody or the state of Texas without having to be in the Arkansas Department of Correction.
November 17th, 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir, I'll be here.
Thank
you, Judge. Good to see you today.
Drew,
Yes, sir.
any objection to a tolling of time on that?
I'll take time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
State versus Zachary Lockhart, 17-293.
I do, Judge. It's here for a reappearance. looks like we do have discovery in the case.
And the scheduling order issued, his next appearance is December 15th at 9:30. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. That's all we do today, sir. Thank you.
Okay, is there any way I can get water reduction?
I don't know. What's
Your
your
Honor,
bond set at now?
It's at 2,500. Cash.
Judge, usually on a felony case, that's a reasonable bond.
Who looks the affidavit? Where is that?
Judge, I can,
Maybe information.
I've got my file turned to it if you'd like to use it. Got it?
That says bond at $1,500.
Mr. Lockhart, if you're released, you'll need to contact the public defender's office and make an appointment to see us, okay?
All right, I will.
Okay.
State versus Haley Mays, 16-17, 16-61. First appearance on the revocation. And you have a log.
I filled out an application for the public defender's office last week.
Okay, we'll take a look at it. You got that.
No, sir, we don't have any applications checked on Wednesday afternoon, and there were none at the jail. We'd be happy to stand in and enter pleas for her. We represented her previously, Judge. I don't know that her situation's changed any.
Looks like you're here for arraignment on revocation petitions. How do you plead?
Plead not.
Not guilty.
Okay.
Not true.
Enter that plea. Not true. Let me see what the...
Yeah, she's actually on, looks like concurrent probation in 3 cases, 2 out of Boone County, 1 out of Newton County.
Is there a new charge?
We'll have the hearing on December 17th.
Judge, would you set a bond in these cases for Ms. Mays?
Judge, looks like her revocation's based on technical violations, no alleged new offenses.
How much does she owe?
Judge, it looks like, as far as monetary obligations, the only allegation is that she is behind. If you add fines, costs, restitution, and supervision fees, it's going to be just under $1,000.
Okay, I'll set your bond at $1,000 cash.
All right, Your Honor, would there be, I had applied to the Hummingbird House. If I'm accepted there, could I be OR'd out
At
to
the
there?
what?
I applied to the Hummingbird House. If I'm unable to post a professional bond, am I able to OR out to the Hummingbird House?
Your Honor, she went to the Hummingbird House in November of last year, and then the description the Hummingbird House gave probation and parole was that she bolted from the house and was last seen somewhere on Highway 7, and then that leads to a period of not showing up for visits with her probation officer.
I'm not familiar with that facility.
I'm not either.
Where's that at?
I don't know, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I wish I had more to tell the court. I'm just going by.
Where's that at, man?
It's on Newman Street here in Harrison. I'll probably be able to post the bond, but I was kind of wanting to get in somewhere more stable in case I'm not able to.
Yeah. If you can submit me some information about it, I'll consider it, but I'm not familiar with the facility.
Okay.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Did I say, I meant November? 17th, I apologize. We'll have a hearing on November 7th.
Okay, so my bond still stands?
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Amanda, Monday, 17/2/89.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. What is she appearing for?
Just a reappearance, Judge. Looks like we have the discovery, or the bulk of the discovery in this case.
Okay, next pre-trial on December 15th. Thank you, ma'am. That's all we can do today.
Can I get my bond reduced?
I'm seeing a pattern here, Judge.
Let me see what you allegedly did.
Judge, the probable cause affidavit in the file, clerk's file, is probably black and white photos, but the affidavit does contain photos of the injuries to the officer.
I'm going to leave it where it's at, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great day.
State versus Nathan Stone, 17-282. Sir, do you have an attorney?
I got appointed a public defender.
Okay.
Found out it gives him last night.
All right. Let's see, is he appearing for an arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor.
How does he plead?
Not guilty, Judge. Waive reading.
Plea of not guilty, and having appeared before Judge Webb on November 3rd at 9 o'clock.
I was going to ask for a bond reduction as well, Your Honor.
What is your bond?
It's $10,000.
I'm going to leave it at $10,000. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll call Randy Armstrong, 16-317.
Also.
Judge, I believe this is a reappearance for attorney status. There was a failure to appear in the case in March. I'm assuming Ms. Armstrong was served with that warrant, and that's why she's in jail now.
We represent her, Judge.
Okay. Is there anything to be done?
Judge, I do need to provide discovery. I'm going to do that right now.
We have a pre-trial on December 15th.
Ms. Armstrong, do you have a bond set?
5,000 cash on me.
How much?
5,000. Can I say something?
Hold on a second. Judge, can we have her transported also?
Plea here.
For the bond issue, Judge.
We'll transport you to the courthouse, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
State versus Donald Breedlove, 17-215.
Your Honor, as far as I know, discovery is complete. The state has made a plea offer in the case and filed its motion for discovery.
Anything to do with that?
No, Your Honor.
Brief up.
My name is Deborah. I work at Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison. Not only do I work at the front desk, but I'm also a dental assistant. So I'm seeing you from the beginning, throughout the whole process, and even at the end of the process. We're happy to help in any way we possibly can, and I think that sets us apart from most offices. We don't just hustle you through here just to make a dollar. We're here for you, and we want to do the best we can for you.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Introducing the new 2017 Toyota RAV4. It comes with standard safety features, like a pre-collision system, to help make up for mankind's apparent lack of any safety sense whatsoever. The 2017 Toyota RAV4, where safety is standard.
Right now, get $3,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR for 72 months on the adventurous 2017 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report, made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station TKO Channel 8.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
Judge, I believe we're going to have a resolution of this. We came to, I think, an agreement. There was some issue with expungement provision. I need to talk to Mr. Collins about that, if we can recall that.
Thank you. 17-291, Shane Duclos. Please, before Judge Webb, is that right? Your three trials on December 15th, we've sent out a schedule. Maybe I've had time to cool off.
We do.
Okay. Anything else to be done?
Judge, I do need to provide discovery. I'm going to do that right now.
Okay.
Stand aside, Judge.
Yes. State versus Justin Willett, 15-203, revocation hearing. Separate hearing.
Judge, There's some issue down in district court. I think actually Mr. Bradford and I was talking about it yesterday. Mr. Willett missed a court date there, so there may actually be a warrant for him. And I think we were going to move this out, the revocation, until actually that misdemeanor charge was disposed of, because this is based partially on that.
Yeah, I was anticipating he was going to make an appearance in their court. It was scheduled, I believe, either earlier this week or last week, and we were hopeful that it would be resolved one way or the other, and that would have a bearing on how we proceed with the revocation. But I did contact the district clerk's office, and they said that there was a failure to appear in that case. So,
were you in the hospital or something?
Yes, I was that
Okay.
day. I believe I appeared on the 17th in front of you, and I showed you these discharge papers of me being a car wreck on the 13th. And I came on the 17th and appeared in front of you.
He didn't appear here to issue the warrant, but I knew exactly what it was. He showed me some information, and I withdrew the warrant.
okay, and that may be the situation in district court as well. But if we could reset his case to November 17th, Your Honor, hopefully we'll have it resolved.
Is that enough time?
That'd be enough time, Judge, and I'll check on the district court stuff.
You talked to district court?
Where district court in here?
So another building.
I don't believe so. I thought a failure to appear was for here, and I was told to come on. I thought the court dates were all on the 27th on one date.
I see.
And
We'll check on the district court judge before he leaves and try to get that cleared up.
Very well.
Any objection to a 60-day waiver?
No objection to that, Judge.
Have a seat.
State versus Kristen Jones, 16-122.
Judge, this is a case where the revocation is based on a new charge, and I believe the lab results in that Newton County case are still pending. And I think Wes checked on that Wednesday, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, Judge. It was submitted on September 21st, so it's been down there now for just a month, a little over a month. I know the defense has agreed to waive the 60 days until we get that lab report. I'm going to propose, just based on the timing that I'm seeing on lab reports right now, if we could put her hearing in January.
January 19th, 9:30.
That's fine with us, just we'll waive 60 days. There is an issue when we were here last week. I think Ms. Jones was supposed to be here in front of Judge Webb on the other case. She did not appear last week, and I think a warrant was issued. And she indicates to me that she had her dates confused and is here today. We'd ask the court to, and I'll talk to Judge Webb and see if we can get that taken care of. That's okay. If you have a seat.
17-8, State versus Jennifer McCullough.
Mr. Hancock, I believe, Your Honor.
Judge, can we recall her when Mr. Burnett comes back in today?
We can.
Thank you.
State versus Joseph McCullough, 17-189. He also has a revocation, 16-281.
Morning.
Your Honor, this is another situation where the probation revocation is based, at least in part, on new felony drug charge. crime lab shows it to be in progress. It was submitted in June. Hopefully we'll have a lab report in the next week or so if we could continue this to the 17th. I see no reason why we wouldn't have it in time for that date.
Any objection?
No, sir.
Continue for the 17th.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Find nearest bakery.
Showing nearby bakeries.
Find party supply store near here.
The 2018 Corolla, loaded with the latest tech and Toyota Safety Sense standard.
I got it all.
Where's my mom?
She wasn't on the list.
Right now, get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a stylish new 2017 Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report. Made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station TKO Channel 8.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Be sure to speak up so that she can hear you, okay?
Your Honor, we do have a negotiated plea in the case. Just to bring the court up to speed on the discussions that have taken place in reaching this resolution, I had a lengthy meeting with the child's biological mother, who is still married to the defendant. The family is still residing together. They currently have a case in DHS. They're in the process of completing parenting classes and anger management. It is a condition of the sentence that they successfully complete those. Mr. Rampley is going to surrender himself to the jail to serve an additional weekend in jail before being on probation. We've also put a mechanism in place whereby the child will be examined by the nurse at his school, Eagle Heights Elementary, on a weekly basis to make sure that there are no further issues. This was a situation where the defendant was attempting to paddle the child, and in the process, the child received some red marks to his lower back area.
Sir, I'm looking at a police statement. Have you gone over this document?
Yes.
And also some terms, conditions, you've gone over those also?
Yes.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in these documents?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you feel you understand what's set out in these documents?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty to domestic battery in the second degree?
Yes.
By entering this plea, you're giving up your right to have a trial and also your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in this plea statement?
Have you been promised anything besides what's in this plea?
Oh, no, I haven't been promised anything.
You've been threatened or pressured in order to get you to change your plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes.
Is what Mr. Bradford said about what happened, is that true?
Yes.
This time, sir, I accept your plea, a judge you guilty, sentence you to 6 years probation, plus you'll serve 60 days in county jail, credit 58 days served. You complete parenting classes and anger management classes. The child will be examined by a mandated reporter during this time each week. You pay $200 in cost, a $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, a $20 booking fee, an additional fee of $100. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days, and you make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County.
Yes.
Judge, he is turning himself in this morning. Does he need to meet with probation first, or?
I don't know. Do you need to speak with him? She says yes.
Okay.
State versus Christopher Rogers, 17-281.
Which I believe we're here for attorney status.
You represent you, sir.
We do, Judge.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll provide Mr. Hancock with a copy of our file.
Your next appearance is a pre-trial on December 15th, 9:30. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Can you stand aside, Judge?
No.
All right.
State versus Simron Smith, 16-173. Scheduled for a revocation hearing.
Your Honor, the revocation is based in part on alleged new felony drug charges in Newton County. The drugs were submitted to the crime lab on September 11th, still in received status. I've discussed this matter with Mr. Hancock, and I believe we're in agreement to waive the 60 days and continue the hearing out. I would say based on when the drugs were received at the crime lab, if we could set it for that January date that we used for another case earlier today.
That'll be fine, Judge. We'll waive 60 days.
bid.
Stand aside, Judge.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Brooklyn Campbell, 17-187.
Your Honor, there's a third one also, Nathan Collins. I don't think the court has called his name.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who was your lawyer?
I filled out a form for the public defender because I couldn't come up with the money, honestly, for a while. I tried. I did the best I could.
Hey, Ms. Campbell. Yes, sir. Approach her. Just stand there. Okay.
Or you can appear on the, motion by trial secretary. Stay in contact with the law.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report. Made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station TKO Channel 8.
Summer is here, and Sisters Flower and Gift Shop has recently received a large selection of new and unique items, from colorful tableware, centerpieces, wall decor, home accent, Razorback products, and a baby department with clothes and accessories. Sisters has the perfect gift for any occasion. For the future bride and groom, Sisters offers a complete bridal registry. Birthday, wedding, anniversary, or just because. Sisters has something for everyone. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Toyota trucks like the Tundra and Tacoma can take you pretty much anywhere. They can take you here, that place, way over there, even through this. But on game day, they take you to the most important place there is, the tailgate party.
Right now, qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2017 Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
Your Honor, we appeared in last week's 4th Division Court, and Judge Webb told us to come back again today so we could coordinate our calendar dates in the correct division.
Okay. Let's see. He sent out a scheduling order to the vendor's office. But anyways, next appearance is a pre-trial on December 15th.
That works for us, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
John Bryson, 16263.
Judge, if you could recall Mr. Bryson, he didn't bring his reading glasses, so I'll have to go over the plea statement with him, but he will be on plea.
James Butler, 17171.
Judge, we have a resolution in this case. It's a no contest plea.
Your Honor, the plea agreement has been approved by the victim's family, that being her daughters and sister.
You want to accept a no contest plea?
Judge, I'm okay with that.
Sir, I'm looking at a plea statement and some terms and conditions. Have you gone over these documents?
Yes, sir.
Have you signed them?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalty if you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
You're not contesting the charges?
No.
By not contesting these charges, you're giving up your right to a trial and an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Other than what's in this document, have you been promised anything?
No.
You've been threatened or pressured to get you to change your plea?
No.
What did he do?
Your Honor, on May 26th of this year at a residence here in Harrison, he was having a domestic argument with his former wife. During that argument, he pushed her and caused her to fall, causing pain in her left shoulder and hip area and some bruising on various parts of her body as well.
You don't contest that?
No.
This time, sir, I accept your plea and judge you guilty. Placed on 10 years probation. You ordered to pay $45 in restitution, $200 in cost, $2,000 fine, DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe, minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days. You make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County.
Through the jail? Or? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, stand aside to see the probation folks, Judge. Thank you. See this one.
Anyone else? What was your name, sir?
Larry Anderson.
No, Larry Anderson.
Yes, Judge. Yes. Thank you. Judge, he is probably set for pretrial. We've had to continue the pretrial a couple of times, waiting on the lab report. Evidence was submitted to the crime lab on May 17th. Still in receipt status. Based on the length of time that's been down there, I would like to have Mr. Anderson's case reset to our November 17th docket. Hopefully we'll have a report by then.
And you can vote November 17th. Very fast.
Sir, I was scheduled to appear here last Friday. I was detained by the Carroll County Sheriff's Department and for a driving on suspended issue. Sergeant Morrell from the Sheriff's Department over there sent a fax to the Public Defender's Office showing that that's where I was at. So I'm just here to cover everything that I need to cover, sir. Okay.
Judge, Mr. Burnett represents Mr. Gatlin. I think I have a conflict, so I'll let him know when Mr. Burnett gets here to talk to him.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report, made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station TKO Channel 8.
My name is Deborah. I work at Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison. Not only do I work at the front desk, but I'm also a dental assistant. So I'm seeing you from the beginning throughout the whole process and even at the end of the process. We're happy to help in any way we possibly can, and I think that sets us apart from most offices. We don't just hustle you through here just to make a dollar. We're here for you, and we want to do the best we can for you.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
Toyota trucks like the Tundra and Tacoma can take you pretty much anywhere. They can take you here, that place, way over there, even through this. But on game day, they take you to the most important place there is, the tailgate party.
Right now, qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2017 Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
May I approach, Your Honor?
May.
Judge, this will be a plea of court. I guess we'll need to, we'll be asking for a pre-sentence report, I think, Judge. Come on over here, Mr. Nelson.
Okay. Sir, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in the police statement?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalty if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to fleeing in a vehicle, leaving the scene of an accident involving leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage, speeding, and possession of marijuana?
Yes, sir.
By entering this plea, you're giving up your right to have a trial and also your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anything been promised you in order to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Has anyone threatened or pressured you in order to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, on February 10th of this year, this actually originated in the city of Alpena. Alpena officer attempted to stop Mr. Nelson, or at least make contact with him after he had wrecked his motorcycle in a yard there in town. Mr. Nelson got back on the motorcycle, took off. At least a couple of Alpena officers tried to pull him over. He would not pull over for the officers. The pursuit continued on 62 to 65, traveling north on 65 toward Missouri. Officers estimated speed in excess of 90 miles per hour. Mr. Nelson also repeatedly drove in oncoming lanes of traffic, including on blind hills. There was a dash cam video from one of the officers' patrol units that showed other motorists having to get off the road to keep from being struck by Mr. Nelson. He ultimately was apprehended in the Branson area, and after his arrest, a search of the motorcycle and its compartments was conducted, and Mr. Nelson had a backpack with him during the pursuit, and marijuana was found in that backpack.
Is this true, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to judge you guilty. We'll have a sentencing hearing. Can we have it on November 17th?
Dana, would that give your office enough time to prepare a pre-sentence report? November 17th?
Okay. Sir, I'm going to place you in the custody of the sheriff until we have the sentencing hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You'll be remanded to the custody of the sheriff. We'll have a sentencing hearing on November 17th.
So I'm going to jail.
Judge, I understand the court's ruling, but if I could request that he remain out. He does have a full-time job, Judge. He lives over in the Fayetteville area. He has support here, and he's been to his court dates, and he's actually being supervised on probation out of Washington County.
I'm also doing NA.
And he's indicated to me he's going to NA and AA meetings, Judge.
What's he convicted out of Washington County for?
Judge, he's on probation for breaking or entering 8 counts. I believe he also has a pending possession of methamphetamine case in Carroll County.
I understand your position, but I think I just would rather remand him to custody this year.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Stand aside.
Yes.
Judge, I have John Bryson, 16-263 for plea.
Okay.
If I may approach.
You may.
Ben, let me make sure I have the copy of the correct police statement. This is the most recent one that I have in my file. And we're doing on the Griffin area. Okay.
And then he could have returned anything that wasn't contraband. We tried to do sample and drug test all this.
There we go. Okay, very good. Judge, there was an amended information filed in this case, but basically on the plea agreement, we're going to revert back to the original information. Mr. Bryson's going to enter a plea of guilty to felony possession of drug paraphernalia. He is eligible for Act 346. We have no objection to him being sentenced under that act. He is going to be supervised while his monetary obligations are still outstanding. He can be unsupervised once those are paid in full, but he also understands that he'll be screened for drug treatment and following treatment recommendations, and the probation office is going to monitor that treatment program.
I tell you what, won't you look at this, Mr. Bradford?
Make sure that it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's unsupervised, that's correct.
Well, the way that reads, it's just unsupervised.
And the issue was making sure he made his payments, and that's why he was going to bring them to us so we could.
That's right, yeah, that's right, Your Honor. That's,
Okay.
probation is still going to monitor the drug treatment. Public Defender's Office is going to monitor the payments of monetary obligations, but we have no objection to it being unsupervised probation.
What do they do if he doesn't pay?
If he doesn't pay,
He's still on probation, and we would notify the probation office that it's a term and condition of his probation that he make his payments. And they have, what I've explained to him is they can
If he
pull his...
makes his payments, they should know that, shouldn't they? I mean, wouldn't they know if he made his payments probation? Wouldn't you know if he made his payments?
For restitution or for supervision fees?
For cost?
like fines and costs.
Fines and costs.
That's what the sheriff's office, we have to file.
Okay.
And that,
It's kind of, no offense, but that's fine, but it's the Fox Garden hen house, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I think probably the better way to do this is he needs to provide proof, since he's going to be reporting, he's not reporting to a supervising officer. The probation office is still going to monitor his drug treatment. They need to monitor the payments too. He needs to provide proof of payment to the probation office.
that's fine. That's the same difference, dropping one off with us or dropping one off with at the probation office.
He's already going to be, they're already going to be monitoring his drug treatment anyway, so they can monitor the payments as well.
Is that fair
Okay.
enough, John?
Sir, I'm looking at a police statement here. You've gone over these documents, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
And do you feel you understand what's set out in the documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the one charge against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
And you're pleading guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
As you know from being in court, when you plead guilty, you give up your right to have a trial and you give up your right to an appeal. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering your plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And because you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And he did what?
On October 9th of 2015 at his residence, Your Honor, he was in possession of at least one spoon that contained residue from morphine.
Okay. It's time, sir, accept your plea. Place you on 3 years probation under Act 346. You'll comply with the matters set out in the police statement. You're ordered to pay $200 in costs, a $1,000 fine. Drug crime assessment fee of $125, a $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days. Make your payments to the Sheriff's Department.
You'll meet with Nathan. She'll get you intake. Get you set up for your formal first appointment where you get on books with him.
Let's go with this lady here.
Thank you, Your Honor. In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-7